What's up YouTube, Coin Flip back, and today we're going to go over this nickel album. This is a full set from 1938 with every date and mint mark, I think going to approximately the 2005-2009 range. So if you watch my channel, you'll notice that I do a lot of auction buys online and that sort of thing, looking for good deals. Well, this one I was actually going to purchase for myself, but I knew my son was actually looking for a nickel album. And he had actually just recently had a birthday, so he had some extra money. And so I told him I would watch this one for him. And we kind of set an amount that we agreed to see if we could get this album. So before I even show you what's in here, the amount that we agreed to was $40 from his birthday money. So he enjoys doing this. I don't mind if he wants to spend some of his money on it. Obviously, I'm going to try to guide him, but I'm not going to persuade him. So if he wants to do it, I'll let him do it, but I don't want him to do it if it's not a good deal. So we set a limit. Again, the pictures weren't great, but it did look like there was a couple blazers in here, and we'll show you those here shortly. But anyway, he ended up winning this. Obviously, we have it here in front of you, but we were both just as shocked as each other as he went off to school. I went to work, and we kind of forgot about it in all reality. So I'm going to start in the back. This is an old album, and so unfortunately once I open this up you'll see, but this is the PVC style. Otherwise it's a shame because the style and design of this album is actually really unique and very cool. So let's start in the back. And as you can see, and hopefully the glare doesn't ruin everything, so we'll try to work with that accordingly. But this last page they have all the way to 2000, looks like 2009. And then even a 2010 here. And then on the bottom row, they have more 2004s, it appears. They do have some proofs in here as well, so that's pretty cool and unique. So he was very excited about that. And then moving to the older dates, early 2000s, late 90s, still have proofs in some of these slots. But a lot of these nickels are in pretty good shape. The modern ones actually not so much. It's the older ones that were very surprising. So we'll start to show you that here soon. Another thing you'll start to notice, if the light will catch it, is quite a bit of toning on a lot of these nickels. So again, these are in PVC, so they actually slide out of here from the end. And we're going to try to do this without making a fool out of ourselves, but they slide out and then they have the date range, and then you can put each nickel in individually from the top. So pretty cool how this book is designed. I actually really like it. It's too bad it's PVC, and some of these nickels, and again, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you'll see some of them have some green sludge on there from the stuff sitting in here too long, which is a shame. So we want to get it out of this as soon as possible. But we've been looking for a Dansko album, and we finally decided we didn't want to wait any longer and just ended up getting a new one from the coin shop. All right, moving on to late 70s here. 83 proof, 81, 78 has some toning, some stuff on it here, but gets pretty nice here at the back. And we have some late 60s, and again, I don't know if you guys can catch the toning. Let's see what we can show you here without getting too much glare. This 1960 up here does look like it's a proof, and then just some really cool rainbow toning on some of these coins. And again, I'll do my best to capture some of that for you, but to be completely honest, some of the toning on here is just incredible. So here comes one of the good pages, and you're going to see here we have a 50 Denver in here. So 50 Denver there, and flipping that coin over just to confirm, this is the 50 Denver. 51S also really, really nice shape. So these were the two coins that we saw a pretty decent picture in wanting to purchase this, but you know, we really didn't think we were going to win it for the price that we set. Some of these other ones are, you know, could use upgrading, but 58 Denver even has some really good toning on some of these coins. And then the first page, this one's pretty cool. 38 Phillies in really good shape. Pretty nice 38 Denver. 38S could probably use upgraded. 39 Denver and 39S. Very, very nice. Running through the 40s here. They're in okay shape. 1942, you might notice this is one of the things we noticed. When we get these coins out of here, we're going to dip them in acetone to get rid of that PVC. But we did notice this 42 Philly is a silver, and so this is actually in the wrong spot, and it should be over here. So this one is actually going to be moved over, and we'll probably have to upgrade a 42 Philly. As a matter of fact, that one's an S too. So some of these are not in the correct spots, so we may have some holes or openings that we need to fill. We'll have to go through this one at a time to know. But check out some of these silver war nickels that are in here. 1944, 45D, and even this 44D has some rainbow toning to it. So there's a lot of really nice nickels in here that have really nice details and toning to them. And so we want to make sure that PVC is off of there, and that 50 Denver even has toning. So, you know, not gonna lie, pretty jealous of how awesome of a deal he got. but I'm super happy for him. And so that's why we went and just picked up a brand new Dansko. We just couldn't wait any longer. We're just seeing how excited he was when he won this and seeing the condition of the nickels. It was just incredible. Fun to have those memories. So we couldn't wait any longer. Picked up the Dansko, 38 to 2005. I'm sure we can add pages as necessary, but this one also has the proof only issues as well. So this one's going to be a little bit more money for this version, but like I said, we couldn't wait any longer. So we are going to get these out of here carefully, dip them all in acetone, make sure all that PVC damage is off, then give them a quick rinse and pat down. So no harsh cleaners, just acetone, cleaning the PVC off, and then they're going to go in the Dansko. We're going to do that now, and then we'll get this opened up, bringing in for the reveal in the new book. All right, we got those nickels soaking, so we're going to get this thing opened up, take a quick peek, and then we're going to go dry off those nickels and get them put into this new Dansko. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, 1938, 2005, including proofs, which pretty much all of that was in that collection that my son bought. Here's just kind of a price list of what Dansko has, what number of album it is, and of course the prices that they suggest. So pretty cool to have that. And then if you're not familiar, Dansko makes, in my opinion, one of the best, or if not the best, in regards to collectible coin albums. So I just want to show off that nickel set he got in a much better and safer manner. And the awesome thing with this album, as well as the other, is that you can see the back as well. Unlike your traditional Whitman one. I know Whitman does have one similar to this as well, but these style books, you can only see the front. So but just a quick peek here. These pages are pretty stiff since it's brand new, and as we can see on these pages, we have the proof issues as well, which is what he wanted. All the way to 2005. There's going to be a few extra slots down here at the bottom, not marked, and I think you can get extra pages for this as well. And 100% made in America, so can't be mad at that. You can also get these actual slip case to go over top of this book to help protect it as well. So pretty neat. And then of course extra pages, you can see those here. So if you're not familiar with those, that's all part of the process and why they're so desirable. You also have the mintages on there as well. And of course it's going to have a little history on the Jefferson nickel. This is what the album looks like. We've started a few of these recently, so we're going to go start filling this thing up. We'll bring it back in once we get those cleaned and dried, and then they'll go in this album. We'll bring it back in on that shortly. All right, so we got all of those nickels out of these sleeves that they were in, and this is all the plastic touching all the coins. Got all of them out. Again, I like this style, this design album. It's just the wrong kind of material, so it does ruin the coins over time. So glad to get them out of there. But here's the book now. So obviously those slides aren't in there. Obviously much lighter, but cool book. Definitely has some nostalgia feel to it, and replaced with the new Dansko here. So let's take a look. There were some discrepancies. Some of the discrepancies that we found. This 42S was a duplicate, so one of the war nickels wasn't what it was supposed to be. 55 was a Denver, should have been a Philly. 58 should have been a Philly, it was also a Denver. And this was an 83P. I think they were both 83Ps. They're pretty small down here in the corner. I assume they just thought that one was a D. 61, again, this one's supposed to be a Philly if I recall. We'll check in the book, but this one was a Denver. And then lastly, a 2008 Denver. So a couple discrepancies. It wasn't a perfect book, so there are a few holes. There's also a few extras. These are all the 2004s, PD and S, if I recall. But yeah, so anyway, 6 extra 2004 nickels. Well, let's take a look at the book. Starting with that first page here. Again, hope the light's okay and doesn't create too much glare. First page is completely full. Obviously some of the semi-key and key dates, all the 38s, all the 39s. We have all the war nickels. We did have a 42 we were able to fill in the slot, so this is a 42 type 1, 42D type 1, and then it gets into the silver war nickels here. Moving down to the 49s, onto the next page. And of course the 49S, 50D, and the toning on these nickels. Hopefully it'll pick some of this up for you, but pretty incredible, some of these coins. And the fact that my son wanted to buy this and got it for less than $40. The Dansko costs more than the collection. Check out this 59D, a couple of the reverses on the silver war nickels, same thing right up here. Yeah, this is the 50 Denver. Again, has some pretty cool toning on it. 68 Denver. Some rainbow toning on some of these coins. And some of the ones that we're missing, 58 Philly. I think we have one of these lying around. 61, as I mentioned, they were both Denvers. I'm sure we have one of those as well. This page is full. From 64 Denver to 79 Philly. And then we have a few here that weren't in his book. 79 Variety 2, 80S, 82S, and 89. The 90S through 2002, this one's all full. And then lastly, the 2002. And these obviously stopped being marked at the 2005 S proof. Going into 6, 7, 8. He needs the proof. 2009. Start of 2010, so we'll finish 10 and then I'll actually cap out at 2011. So he still has a little work to do, but he is coming along very nicely. He's super excited about it. We may even have a couple upgrades, but that's going to be it for now. Appreciate you guys watching. Again, just kind of cool to share this with my son. For those of you who know, he's only 10 years old and loves the hobby, so being able to share this with him and watch him complete an album, or I know he just technically bought it, but it's a good one to buy in my opinion. So anyway, it's fun making memories with him. So I do, as always, appreciate you guys for watching. If you made it this long, I do hope you hit that like button. And if you're not already, please consider subscribing. Coin Flip out.